Welcome back to the channel, everyone. How is everyone doing? And in the last 48 hours or so, huge news has been reported for Manchester United with regards to a transfer coming in. You've seen it everywhere. Matheus Cunha has given his priority to joining Manchester United. Manchester United have also said that they are going to be paying his release clause, and it does look a lot like Matheus Cunha will be wearing the red of Manchester from next season onwards. The pictures are even there of Ruben Amorim speaking to him. There's a video of Casemiro having a conversation with him, and that in itself must have changed his mind. The reports came from Fabrizio Romano, came from Laurie Whitwell, it came from the Daily Mail, Nathan Salt, Chris Wheeler, etc. Everywhere you look, the reports are all pointing to the same thing, that Matheus Cunha is on his way to Manchester United from Wolves. Now, of course, I do have to be honest with how I am and how I feel with regards to this. And I certainly did say that we should be looking to get a player like Matheus Cunha. You look at how he has played for Wolves, he is a bit of a maverick, constantly creates goals for them, but most notably, even scores goals for them. His dribbling is of a high quality. His passing, which is very much underrated, is another aspect of his abilities that is really, really good because of how he can find a pass through the eye of the needle. He can play a very good ball into the box, from range. He's got a long range shot on him as well, like a Bruno Fernandes, which can be very, very handy when we are trying to break teams down. We also have seen him play as a striker, where he's able to hold the ball up quite well and, of course, running behind by using his pace. But I think Amrim will more likely use him as a number 10, most likely in the left 10 and even the right side 10. I'm sure that he can play there as well. It just shows that these are the types of players that we need. Now, if you remember back then, years ago with Sir Alex, these are the types of signings he would make. Yes, he would, of course, look at the world stars that there are and if they are available. Of course, I mean, every manager in the world looks to that can afford them. But Sir Alex always had a keen eye for players performing in the Championship, players performing in the Premier League that can come to Man United and go up another level or level up the Manchester United team from where it already is. You look at the likes of Eric Cantona from Leeds to Man United. You look at the likes of Rio Ferdinand that came also from Leeds United but also from West Ham to Manchester United. The likes of Roy Keane, etc., the likes of Wayne Rooney that came from Everton. These are all players. Edwin van der Sar came from Fulham and literally became the best goalkeeper in the world. He already was a class goalkeeper, but at Manchester United, wow, you could see exactly what great goalkeeper that he was. And it's not to say that he's going to come and he's not going to work out. You've seen his quality already in the Premier League. You've seen how he plays against teams that Wolves struggle against, but he turns out with a magical moment. He turns up with a goal out of nothing, creating something for himself, but of course it benefits the team. And he always seems to find a way to score a goal. He just has this knack of getting in the right area at the right time. But also, people don't understand how strong he is when he has the ball at his feet. He's able to fend off 2, 3 players at a time and even use his technical skills with the ball in order to make space for himself, to play a pass, to play a 1-2, or even get a shot away, when he's in and around the box. And you have seen those goals if you've gone and seen his highlights. Now, it's not to say that getting a player from Wolves is something that is underwhelming. No, Matheus Cunha is a player that could walk into a Liverpool team and start. He could walk to Arsenal and start there. He could even go to Manchester City, the Barcelonas, etc. He could go to these clubs and start performing at a higher level, basically because he will have better players around him that will provide him to have more of the ball in games when he does play. So for me, it's definitely a good signing. It shows a change in direction also from Manchester United, because with previous regimes under Ed Woodward and John Murtagh, etc., we found ourselves delaying transfers, stuck in negotiations for months, and then we only end up doing a deal that is basically not beneficial to Man United. And that happens on the last day in the last week of the transfer window. But with us doing deals like this before the window opens, preparing the contracts, having the talks done already, so that we can just get to doing the signing when the window does open officially. And of course, the introductions and all those type of welcoming things that does come with having a new player come to the club. Those things can already be done. But with us having these meetings now already, it shows that we are trying to be not proactive or ahead of the curve, but we are trying to find ourselves in a position where we can be ready when preseason comes, and Amarim can have the squad that he wants to have, plus the extra signings that are still going to be coming in, and have that squad ready to train from the first preseason week, and then of course have a much better preparation for the oncoming season that will be coming. So I for myself am excited to know that Mateus Cunha via Fabrizio Romano has given his priority to joining Manchester United, which in itself is very, very, very good, because we always find ourselves in a situation where we are signing a player, he signs a contract, it looks like he wants to be here, and then when he's here, he certainly just doesn't give as much as you thought he would. The transfer doesn't turn out to be the way you wanted to, and we find ourselves in a position of, why did we sign him? But with Cunha, it seems a lot like he's desperate to come to Man United. He's desperate to be part of the project that Amarim and Man United have presented for him. And of course, with his quality, we know that he's going to come in and start for Manchester United. And if Rashford does leave, let's be real, he probably most likely will be leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. The number 10 jersey will be there. And it would not be surprising for Mateus Cunha to request that jersey, or even for the club to give it to him. I mean, they gave Mason Mount the 7. There's nothing wrong in giving a player with his technical ability and his quality that he has on and off the ball. Certainly, you can definitely give him the number 10 because of how he leads his team, his character. He is a bit of a bastard, if they have to put it that way, with how he plays on the pitch. Very, very aggressive, in the way he presses and tries to win the ball. Always tries to tackle and, get down and dirty for his team, which is something that we have been lacking at Manchester United in terms of our players. But as I said, I am excited, and hopefully this deal doesn't have any hiccups and Mateus Cunha smoothly becomes a Manchester United player. And we'll see who we sign after that, and we'll definitely talk about it more on the channel. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me in today's video. Have a wonderful day further. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this potential signing of Mateus Cunha and how you feel about him as a player. Till we see each other again soon, the next one, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.